So before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I will be referring to this film as an epic fantasy. If you're not cool with that, I'm sorry. It's not meant to offend you or anything or make you upset. I'm just going to refer to this movie as an epic fantasy because that's just what I feel it is. It's an epic fantasy. So if you're not cool with that, I'm sorry. Stick around for my thoughts on the movie anyway, but it's an epic fantasy. Here we go.
What did he say?
He's going to destroy the world.
My father said that one day, if man continued in his ways, the Creator would annihilate this world.
What's up, everybody? Steven here, and I got the chance to check out Noah, the new film by Darren Aronofsky, who's given us films like Black Swan, The Wrestler, Requiem for a Dream, as well as some other ones that I'm kind of blanking right now. But the film stars Russell Crowe, Jennifer Connelly, Emma Watson, Logan Lerman. We also have Anthony Hopkins and the bad guy in this film, which I'm blanking on his name right now. It's the story of Noah building his ark, getting two of every animal. I mean, even if you're not religious, you know the story. You know the story of Noah's Ark, but I don't think you know this story. The film essentially is, to me, two different movies. The first half of the film is nice and slow paced, not a lot is happening. Just a lot of talking, Noah getting these signs from, they don't call him God, they call him the Creator, that the world's gonna end and all this stuff, through a dream. We never actually get them speaking, which is interesting. I find that very interesting that we don't actually get them to speak. God never actually speaks to Noah. He just kind of gives Noah these images, and Noah has to put them together what he thinks it's supposed to mean. So he has a dream about drowning, and Noah takes that as like, oh, he's gonna flood the earth, and we have to build a boat. So we build the boat, and that's when the second half starts. So while they're building the boat, the second half becomes more of a action-y movie, kind of like Lord of the Rings or King Arthur, movies like that, where it's it feels like that style of film where it's set in medieval times, and I really like the second half of this film. The reason being is because Noah's kind of an asshole. Literally, like, they make Noah to be an asshole, and I love it. I love that Noah wasn't like the nicest guy in the world. He was kind of a douchebag, and the reasons being were awesome because of the fact that since God doesn't really speak to him, it's all left to Noah's interpretation. So things that happen, Noah kind of assumes that this is what God is, or the Creator is meant to say. So we never actually understand what Noah is actually thinking, but we could see it through just a phenomenal performance from Russell Crowe. Not his best, but a really good performance. I mean, there's some moments with Logan Lerman, the young kid from Perks of Being a Wallflower. Great acting by Lerman, by Russell Crowe. Emma Watson has some really good scenes. Just a lot of great acting. Anthony Hopkins has a small cameo here, but it's really good. And the bad guy is really badass. It's really cool. It's actually a really gory movie, which I wasn't expecting. There's a lot of action towards the end. Some crazy death. I mean, Noah is a douchebag, but he's also a pretty badass. I mean, the dude knows how to handle a piece of wood and some swords. I mean, he's a badass. He can fight. I'm not going to say it's amazing or anything, but I think it's a really good film, worth watching. You have to go in with open-minded and not expect any type of churchy thing or any type of epic badass thing. I'm gonna give the film a 3.5 out of 5, and I think it's worth watching. I mean, it's a good movie, just not a great movie. It's not Darren Aronofsky's worst, but it's not his best. I'd say it's around the middle. It's a really good movie that I think I recommend for you guys. Just, I don't know who this thing would appeal to. There were some things that kind of left me going, The rock monsters, although the idea was cool, they looked kind of weird. The CGI wasn't always great. But it was a better movie than I was expecting. It's not this preachy, churchy movie, which is cool. So, and I like the way that they portray Noah. I mean, Russell Crowe portrays Noah as a genuine asshole. If anybody watched this film and they don't think that he's an asshole, he is an asshole. I mean, this dude gets these signs from God, and like, it's kind of interesting that we see this because we have all these people that you see that are like high praising God and everything, but they're like super extremists. And we see that Noah was kind of an extremist himself. I mean, to like pay respects to the Lord or whatever, the Creator, he was willing to do some crazy shit. So pretty much that's my thoughts on the film Noah. Hopefully if you guys saw this movie, you guys can comment below. I would love to see what you guys' thoughts on this film were. If you thought it was too preachy, not preachy enough, not churchy enough, please comment below and let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. And also, I just did a review for Sabotage. If you guys want to see me just kind of tear the movie apart, go over there and check it out. I'll probably put some things around here. I'm not sure. It depends on how tired and lazy I'm feeling. If if I'm not lazy, you'll see some things around here. Also, check out the podcast on iTunes, the Movie Backlot podcast to be exact. Look up Movie Backlot on iTunes, or go over to one of the podcast things here, and you'll see two podcasts. One's a comic podcast, one's a movie podcast. Check those out. Let me know what you think. Both of them are on iTunes, with a video game one coming soon, hopefully. So I don't have nothing else to say, but hopefully you guys like my video, like my talking, my ranting, my random ass shit. If I offended anybody in this film by cursing, and in a film that's supposed to be about the Bible, I'm sorry. That's just how I am. I curse sometimes. Things happen. So if I offended you, I'm sorry. That's just what's gonna happen. Definitely subscribe, like, comment. Also, I need some things to do on this channel. I'm running out of ideas. I mean, I don't want to put Let's Plays. I tried that. I don't think that the audience that I have here really would want to see that. I want to keep that to my gaming channel. I mean, I want to make more gaming reviews, which will go on here, but let me know some ideas of things I can do on this channel. So hopefully you guys like this review, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.